Hey guys, and welcome back to We What. We are on episode 6. Okay, we've got some special guests with us today. Familiar faces, no one new. We've got K for Man United. We've got D Denzel for Arsenal. Got JT for Arsenal too. Aka for Chelsea, and later on we're going to be joined by JTK for Liverpool. Cool. So there's a lot to talk about this week, because the world of football went crazy this week. But before we get there, we're going to start this episode off with a game as per usual. And this game is a football terminology quiz. So there's multiple choice questions, right? And these are the rules. And please listen to the rules, yeah? I've got to say all the multiple choices before you answer. If you squeeze your buzzer before I finish, that's strike one. If you squeeze it again, you're out. I'm going to disqualify one. Okay?
Second yellow out.
If you squeeze, I have to say all the options before you squeeze your buzzer. Now, if you squeeze it before I finish, one time is one strike. If you do it the second time, you're disqualified.
Okay.
All right, cool. Let's get into it. Right. First question is, what term is used when a player scores 2 goals in a single match? A, hat trick. B, clean sheet. C, brace. Or D, nutmeg. That was Aka.
Brace.
Thank you. Correct. That's 1 point to you. All right, cool. Question number 2. If a team finishes a game without conceding a goal, they're said to have kept a... Wait. Hey! Who squeezed it?
Who squeezed it first?
All right, that's strike one for both of you. All right, cool. A, blank slate. B, clean sheet. C, shout out. D, full stop.
I said I did it first.
I
You finished it. You finished it. I did a rapid.
Go ahead.
Go on.
Clean sheet.
Well done. Question number 3. A one-on-one contest in the air between 2 players competing for a header is called a airborne kick. B, high tackle. C, aerial duel. D, ground duel.
Me.
That was him.
What?
Me,
That was me.
Yeah.
I'm not being.
Alright, cool.
Aerial
It's buzzing, bro.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All right.
I like the high
Number
kick
4.
one.
Too fast.
That for me though.
You need the hard questions. You need to
These
separate
some
the
hard
birds from the
questions.
lambs.
These guys
All
just
right,
pressing
cool.
the buzzer for the sequel.
When a player passes the ball through an opponent's leg, it's known as a slide pass, B, tackle, C, drop ball, or D, nutmeg.
That was definitely me.
I think it was mine.
I think everyone here is deaf. Clearly, my thing went off first. But I hear it. Go for it.
JT.
Nutmeg,
Get your first
yeah.
one.
Nutmeg. All right, cool. So that's
Charity.
I get it.
all right. Cool. Question number 5. What phrase describes a defensive tactic where a team focuses heavily on defending to protect a lead? A, man marking. B, offside trap. C, pressing. Or D, park the bus.
Park the bus.
It was him, but
Because I knew it was me.
He's
That's why I said
closest
it.
to you. That's right. You heard
I've
it.
given it
park
up.
the bus.
The
Well
reaction was
done.
quicker.
All right, cool. Number 6. A pass that directly leads to a goal is known as a assist, B, cross, C, tackle, D, break.
See, my thing even jumped
Everybody.
I did it off the tackle. I did it off the tackle.
Everyone actually squeezed before.
Apart from me.
Yeah, before I finished. So that's...
Man squeezed off his horn.
off.
Nah,
Should be disqualified.
I did it just after you said it. Just after you said it.
I don't know.
Okay, so you won't be disqualified then,
Thank
just
you.
yet. But what's the answer?
What was the question again?
A pass that directly leads to a goal is known as
If I
a...
did it just after,
Okay.
wouldn't it be me that says it then? Or cool, I get it.
Right. I'm having it.
All right,
I'm giving it to me. I'm taking it.
Number 7. A pass played between or around defenders aiming to set up attackers to score is called a ground ball, B, through ball, C, counter attack, or D, overhead kick.
I didn't even press that buzzer.
We need different sounds. We need different sound buzzing.
Yeah. Denzel.
Free ball.
That's it.
Thank you.
All right. Next
you,
question.
humbly.
What is it called when a team quickly transitions from defense to attack after regaining possession? A, offside play. B, counter attack. C, cross. Or D, aerial duel.
That definitely me, man.
That was...
You got to decide. You got to decide.
Hey,
From now on, no one say
she
this
knows
was
she
me.
wants to
This
say
was
me,
me.
but
Yeah, don't pressure her.
because of there's
You just
political
got to decide
things.
who did it. You just got to decide who did it from now on.
The truth
And I
is the
keep
truth.
Okay, let
my
me
thing
go
over
again,
here
let me
from
go
now
again.
on.
A, offside play. B, counter attack. C, cross. Or D, aerial duel.
I want it again.
I feel like it was Aka. I'm sorry, guys. It was Aka.
He's just nearest to
Counter-attack.
you.
All right. Number 9. What term describes a defensive strategy where each defender is assigned to cover a specific opponent? A, zonal marking. B, sweeping. C, man marking. Or D, pressing.
I'm marking.
Okay. Last
Is it
question.
because he showed it to you? I'm just
Let her
asking.
decide now.
I'm just asking.
All right,
I'm gonna
number
show it to you
10.
next time. Maybe that'll help. I don't know.
If a player is
Arsenal bias.
if a player is in front of the last defender when a pass is made, they are A, onside, B, in play, C, offside, or D, passing. That was Denzel.
Yeah, thank you. Onside.
Well done.
Thank you.
Hey!
Whoa.
Incorrect!
Offside.
He said
He
outside.
said
in front.
No,
Sorry,
you
sorry.
You only got
jammed.
one time.
No, you jammed. You jammed.
In front of-
If a
Yeah,
player,
the
no, let me repeat the
If the
question.
player's
In front of
of the defender.
No,
think
no,
about
no.
it. You didn't say behind the defender.
No, no,
Wait, read the question
listen.
again.
Let me read it again.
Okay.
If a player is in front of the last defender when a pass is made, they are
The way the question's phrased is a bit weird.
Bro,
Come
what's
the
on.
last
answer?
defender. Come on
Offside.
now.
Yeah, but you said in front, like as in.
jammed.
Is in front of the last defender.
Alright, cool. I
Then
didn't
you're
hear it
offside.
properly. My bad.
Minus
You're not
one,
gonna have
minus
that
one,
one. I
minus
give you
one.
like the scraps. Calm.
Go on.
Offside.
Offside. Thank you.
Yo, I was next.
Because he was
Wait,
next.
that
He
was
was
next.
next.
I gave it to him.
He was next.
He was next.
That wording though would make me say.
You get what I'm
onside.
saying?
That wording would make me say.
The wording
onside,
made
though.
me say onside.
Like,
Answer
if
is
it's
not
in
offside.
front
Fair
of the
enough.
last defender.
But if you're
Yeah.
offside, you're technically still in front of the.
No, but you're
Not
saying
necessarily,
no, but
you're
you're saying
saying
yeah,
behind the
yeah,
you're
last
saying behind the
defender.
last defender. If
Think
it's
about it. If you're
offside.
No, if
behind the
you're
last
offside, you'd
defender,
be
that's just
behind.
offside.
You be.
The wording's
yeah.
a bit weird there. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but that's why. Do you
Yeah,
know
that's
what I
offside.
mean?
you're
Fair enough.
taking-
You know what? I
yeah,
hear
yeah,
To
it.
make it
We have to
hard.
make it like that. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
nah,
I'll
quite
take it. I'll
like,
take the L. I'll
yeah,
take it.
All right, cool. Well,
You have
that
to-
brings us to the end of the game. So this week we had obviously Premier League matches and Carabao as well. So starting off with you, Denzel.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Arsenal's performance this weekend and in the Carabao as well?
So against Liverpool, I think we started off really well. Typical Arsenal style. We start off really well, but can't finish off the game. You know, big credit out to Thomas Partey. I think he went above and beyond, especially with our injuries. He had to step in and right back. Timber was solid. Gabriel was solid. Our team was solid. They scored on the set piece. Aside from that, they weren't really doing much. We had them on lock. And in the second half, where we're meant to maintain and keep pushing, that's when they decided to drop. Do you know what I mean? And obviously Trent's an amazing passer, but Gabriel going off and us bringing on Kiwior, I think that was the issue. I'm not gonna lie. Where he doesn't play often, I don't blame him. But you know, the man marking and tracking back and stuff like that, it was confusing. And Lewis and Skelly, like obviously he kind of got his wires crossed because he didn't know who to go to, and that was because Kiwior was standing like in between two players kind of thing, so he didn't know who to go to. You pick one and you stick with it. You know what I mean? So it was a bit confusing there. That's how they were able to break through, and we didn't finish off the game. But it was a good play. I won't lie, we played really well, but I really thought we'd see it through. But that second goal from Liverpool, yeah, it was coming. It was coming. I'll give it to.
All right, cool. Okay.
Well, on the weekend, obviously we lost to West Ham. so not great. What came from it? Another story. Might have been great. But yeah, that performance, I think it was typical of the performances I've seen since Ten Hag's been there. Like, first half, we were really good. Should have killed off the game. Should have been 3-0. I think Garnacho missed 2 clear-cut chances. And Dallo, I don't know how you say it.
Hey, that was horrible.
It's harder to miss than to score.
Honestly.
So, yeah, obviously, second half, we come out and just off the pace like usual. And we've lost the game 2-1. Carabao Cup, Ten Hag gone. Thank God.
Manum said, hey, we're going to bag some goals
You know
today.
what I mean? 5-star performance, 5 goals. Can't complain. So, looks positive for the future. Obviously, new manager coming as well. So, happy days.
You go on. Aka. Chelsea, how do you feel about Chelsea's performance?
I feel like right now we can't do no wrong in the Prem. You know, Chelsea just back to back good performances. Even though we didn't beat Liverpool, we should have won, and everyone knows we should have won, or at least taken a point at least. We go to Newcastle. We go to Newcastle. We saw what Cole Palmer does. He does what he does best. No one else can do it. You know, he's a magician. Then we had Nico Jackson just spinning off defenders, getting into dangerous positions. So right now things are looking good, but our B team, unfortunately, they look good when they're playing in the Conference League, but
Badia Shield is shit.
You know what? Ken can vouch for me here. I've been complaining about Badia Shield for about
You're not the only one.
a good solid year. Yeah, Badia Shield and Disasi, I've complained about them for so long.
They are so terrible.
But Badia Shield, he had like 1 or 2 good performances recently, so we were starting to think maybe he's gonna maintain it, but he didn't maintain it. So
He looks so lost on the pitch. In the Carabao, he looks so lost.
that's what I'm saying. It's scary. He needs to be playing with our number, like our starting 11, to actually look decent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But that's the thing, though. When you have a manager who separates the team as A team and B team, the B team's never gonna like.
Yeah,
mess
it's
with
great.
you, you know what I'm saying? They're never gonna want to play a game like with you. You know what I mean? So that's how it goes.
But they play well in the Conference League.
Yeah, it's
so
Conference
Yeah,
League.
but
though. You
that's
can't
different.
you
know
can't
what I mean?
compare.
You can't
You can't
compare
compare
that.
that
They
type
don't
of
want to be playing B team with Carabao. They want to be. They don't want to be doing that.
But
So-
Enzo, the manager told them that it's not the B team, we're all one team, so they should just listen.
But they don't- they're not gonna want to play for
They
that.
know what it is. They know
They know
Think
what
about
it is,
it.
but
They're
listen,
playing
listen to the
Madueke.
man. Sometimes you have to be delusional and believe,
Do you know what I
believe in
mean?
yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even
Manager
like
told-
watching the highlights from yesterday, it seems like you guys didn't even care about the game.
Yeah.
Like
They
Felix,
weren't bothered,
Felix's mess was crazy,
Mate.
man.
Is it?
Listen,
Like,
To be fair, like I said, I was only invested in the Prem right now.
No Mickey Mouse cups.
Because I know for a fact Chelsea are finishing top 4. That's guaranteed. So my sights are set on Conference League, just because we can say we've won all European trophies, Premier League, cool. We'll leave the rest of the trophies for Arsenal and them. We can have the little ones.
Sounds good.
It's
Sounds
cheap,
good.
man.
All right,
It's
cool.
true, man, it's
JT.
You see Arsenal, yeah,
Mm.
winning the league this season.
oh, bro.
Nah, you know what it
Thank
is.
you.
Cut the pod, man.
We have, you know what it is.
The game.
We have the highest ceiling in the league. I mean, like the highest floor in the league. But right now, we're not even at our best, you know. We ain't even got Odegaard playing. We ain't even got Moreno fully fit. We ain't even got Martinelli like in the right direction.
Martinelli.
We didn't even have like Timber right back against Liverpool. Didn't even have our starting centre backs, and they still couldn't beat us with like goodness knows how many people missing. So it's like we're actually gonna win the league, you know, because we're not even
think
we're
so
not
too,
warmed
man.
up. Guys need to realize
I
we're
think-
not warmed up. We played like practically all the top 6 sides, bar United, and you know United. That's an easy 3 points right there. So it's like, when you consider who Arsenal have played, we played Aston Villa, got 3 points there. Played Man City, got a draw. We should have got 3 points. We played Tottenham, and 3-point lane. United is. We got Chelsea and Newcastle upcoming. Played Liverpool, got a point. We've played all the big teams, and they ain't beating us. The only time we lost was against Bournemouth away from home with 10 men. And if we didn't have 10 men, we'd have eventually found a way against Bournemouth.
I agree.
So when guys need to look at it, innit? The rival fans, they don't want to admit it because they're scared. Like, I see them.
'Cause they know
They're
they're
shivering, man.
They're
They're
shivering.
stressing.
They're
The
shivering.
Peckham United fans, them man are stressed. Them man ain't even enjoying match of the day anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like when I look at it with Arsenal, the fact that we're not even like ready, like in gear, full flown, because we're playing our best midfielder right back for decoration, and he's just looking up Diaz, like
Cooling out.
cooling. You know what I mean? So it's like when everything gets together, once we're now in that cycle, fully flowing. Moreno's got fitness. Rice is looking comfy in his best positions, which I think is 6 in front of the defense. Saka, he just gave a taste of what he can do against Robertson. You know,
He said,
he wasn't even. You know what I mean? This guy just got back from injury. I don't even know if he's fully fit or whatever. But he's just like, Robertson, you know what? Let me just drop you for bounce and just go near post. So it's like I look at that year. The only question mark is are we gonna score? Kai Havertz gonna score enough goals? And I think he will. He'll get chances. Maybe I need to see more from him in the away performances because he puts in the shift. But I need goals. That's the language he's speaking today. GA. You know what I mean? So that's what I look at the defense. Like injuries could be a concern. The centre back pairing because Gabriel and Saliba That's like Harry and Ron, fam. Them man are, you know what I mean? Them man are locked in, innit?
Yeah.
But it's like one goal is can you cope? But then I saw Ben White and right centre back, he
did
put in the
well.
shift. But yeah, left back's a bit of a question mark if Calafiori is injured and Timber's on the right. So there's a few question marks here, but like I said, we're winning the league.
All right, cool.
Oh,
Liverpool.
I forgot. Wait. And the Carabao Cup.
Exactly.
And sorry.
I forgot to even mention.
I forgot to even. You know what I mean?
Let's not
We're not
It's early,
seeing
doors,
Ethan.
it's early doors, man. Come on, man.
It's not early doors though.
It's early doors,
Yeah,
man.
Early
Come on, man.
doors, man.
You could lose to Palace. Who knows from there? But
Listen, Carabao Cup, yeah. I know it's a bad vibe competition with Arsenal. I remember I was 11 years old, yeah, so Martins do 11 backflips on my head against Birmingham. So I know that's a bad vibe competition, so yeah.
All
Early
right, cool.
doors.
Liverpool performance. How do you feel?
you know, I'm a bit 50-50, as I said. I
Stressed.
think taking from the points which bro was saying earlier, like, I feel like first half was absolutely poor. I feel like, as I said it, I can't lie. I feel like Emirates is coming like a little bit of an Anfield. Like, teams are coming there, like, they're scared to play there. Liverpool itself, like, I think, like, first half, we was actually just all over the place. There was kind of no control. Obviously, conceding in the first 10 minutes was a bit crazy. Obviously, as you said, Saka put Robinson on his arse, which was disgusting. But I feel like it goes back to my point with, like, the Chelsea game. I feel like Arsenal had the chance to kill off the game in the second half, and it's just like, it's like you're in your own back garden. Like, go and kill. Like, why are you not going to get a fourth or third or fifth?
I mean, I feel like we tried to get the third.
I
and
don't
then
think you did, because, like, I think what they say, I think Saka only had like 2 touches, and that didn't come until like the 60th minute.
Every time you got the
70th
ball,
minute.
though, it was pressure. Let's not forget.
But
that.
I'm
It
not
was
dis-
pressure
I'm not
every single
disputing
time.
that. But
Every
what
time.
you're 2-1. You're 2-1 up right now, yeah, in your own back garden right now. You should just go and say, you know what? Let's at least go and get a third, and then let's go park the bus. I feel like as soon as like the second half has started, your players are dropping, trying to time waste, kicking the ball out here, doing this here. Your keeper's going down after he's kicked the ball out. It to me doesn't make no sense. But obviously,
Honestly,
as I keep saying, and I've said from the beginning of this pod from the first week, I was like, watching Liverpool's ball right now, it's more control. And I said to myself, I knew we were going to bring this game back, no matter what the situation is, because it's like Arsenal didn't want to finish the game. Going back to how Chelsea was last week, like the chance was there to go and make this game and finish it off. You guys didn't take it, and obviously Salah scored, didn't it? And it was 2-2. Obviously, you guys are saying the injuries. I can't really say injury for Saliba because he got a red card, so you can't classify that.
yeah, but
hold
during the
on.
game, let's
Hold
not
on.
forget during the sorry, bro. During the game, it was controlled until we got the injuries. You guys didn't have many chances, you know.
I'm not-
you guys actually didn't
I'm
have
not
many shots.
disputing
In the
that,
first
but-
half, you had 0 shots.
But I'm
not one.
I'm gonna
One.
say
I think
No,
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 one or
they had a
two.
couple.
we had a couple still. The
think-
first 10 minutes for the second half, we was on you lot.
Yeah, the second half.
Yeah,
I'm talking
exactly.
about the first half.
Yeah,
you
and
guys didn't have a shot.
The first half was.
he did say
I'm
that,
not
though.
disputing
Yeah,
that. We was
That's
pissed
what I'm
poor.
saying. So I'm saying after the injuries is when you guys.
Yeah, but the
started.
injury
So
came in
that-
like the 70th minute.
Exactly, but I'm saying that you guys weren't really getting behind us like that. You guys
Nah,
weren't-
bro, we
you
was
guys weren't
pressuring you
really-
guys,
weren't
man.
really-
I'm not
you can't
lying.
explain it,
Watch
man.
let's
You
go
can't-
watch
you
the
can't
highlights.
really-
Was pressuring you guys,
Nah,
man.
What I'm saying is that you guys didn't have like you guys weren't really getting past Gabriel like
And
that.
despite your set
weren't.
piece you scored in the first half, what else was you doing?
Yeah,
No, it's true.
No, what else was you doing?
Fair enough, but I
In
didn't.
your own garden, you was
but
doing
you guys
nothing.
weren't doing
I
it,
feel
man.
like you're not trying to stick on us
Hold on.
Arsenal
No,
fans.
no,
You guys weren't doing it, man.
You're
I
a
feel like
Chelsea
if
fan,
Arsenal
no?
are at home,
You need
you
to.
need to beat your title rivals. You have to take
Nah,
the
nah,
game.
nah,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
At
Don't
home, you
get
should
it
win,
twisted.
yeah.
I agree
But
with that.
it's a case here. I think the injury just took its toll in
It
terms
did.
of
But the truth-
the back four we had to finish the game was
Literally.
like Party right back. Then you had White and Q centre back.
They're not even in their
And then
normal
left back you
positions.
had Skelly. So I hear what you're saying, like, the attack has to be what wins Arsenal the game, innit? Rather than trying to do the dark arts and see out the 2-1. Arsenal got to go out there and attack. But in terms of like what we had defensively, it was just literally like what? We were on the attack, Martinelli loses the ball, gets dispossessed, Trent plays one ball in behind in transition.
Exactly.
And then Nunes squares it to Salah, goal.
And
You
it's
know what I
go-
mean?
so let me-
It's not like we got dominated in the passage
So-
of play. It was like one quick transition.
Then that, but obviously when Sabozai came in, the game kind of changed. It was
Yeah,
a different
nah,
ball
it
game,
did,
innit?
it
I'm not
did.
gonna lie.
No,
It was
but I
it was a
agree.
bit way more
I agree.
controlled
No,
on
I
our
think that
side.
was,
I
I
agree.
think that was a good substitution though, because he's got the physicality that Mac 10
to do a
don't
lot,
have, innit?
which is
And he's
fair.
got the engine
But
that
let me
10
now
don't
tell you
have.
another thing in which everybody's saying. If City was in that chance, that game's ending 4-1, bro.
No, but people say that about
Oh,
City though.
no, but I'm telling you that for free,
Have you seen
bro.
that from City this season?
No.
We've seen them drop points in
not seen
negotiations.
that.
But
See, that's
they've been bringing it back to either get a point or win.
bro,
No?
but
Yeah,
they
they've
haven't been
making
killing
sure
off
they
games
win.
like that. See,
They've
they
been
haven't
making
been
sure they
killing
do
off
the
games like
job,
that.
but they ain't been like slapping it 4-1 like 4-1 like
Who
that.
was the
haven't
last
been.
match
Just beat
against?
Southampton 1-0, bro.
Exactly.
And you're
City
talking
won their last
to
game.
me
They won their
about
last game.
3-1.
But I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
Yeah.
if that was
They
at the
haven't.
Etihad and it was the same situation, Liverpool was 2-1 down and it's 70th minute, we're going to lose that game.
Okay,
and I'm going to say another thing. If Klopp was still in charge, that game would have probably ended about 4-1 to Liverpool. I promise you. I promise you.
We can't do
I
ifs and
promise
buts,
you.
bro.
We
I
haven't even
promise
spoken
you.
We
about
can't
the
do ifs
incident,
and
though,
buts, bro.
the incident at the end, because I tuned in towards the end of the game.
When the ball went out, from the.
when Havertz basically, do you know what I
come
mean?
on,
Like,
That should have been a goal.
Yeah,
Oh,
should've been a
come
goal.
on,
Should've been
man.
free
What are
kick.
you not
No,
talking about?
should've been free
The
kick.
the ref has blown the whistle from
He
when
blew the
Kudus
whistle
has jumped
after.
over his
See,
neck.
this is what I
The
mean.
ball's not even gone in the net.
That was a foul. No,
It's the fact.
Okay, do you know what?
No, he was more committed to the.
Nah, he
to
was-
You know
it
what?
was
You know
a foul.
when you look
It
at
was
when you
a
look
foul.
back at it
It was
on
an aerial
VAR,
duel.
yeah, it looks like a foul, yeah.
No, it's
But
not.
if in real play, if you think about it, yeah, he just didn't jump.
Yeah,
He just didn't jump.
But we have VAR now.
But
so-
okay, cool. But why didn't he took so long to blow
he
the
didn't
whistle?
let
Because he
VAR
wasn't
take
sure.
Let's be
He
honest,
wasn't
Arsenal
sure.
should have made it
Let-
free.
nah,
That's
let's
3-2.
be-
Okay,
That's
but why
how
not
we
let
can
it go
see.
in and
Not for
then
me.
check VAR after? That's my
exactly.
thing.
You know-
Why did you blow the
I hear that.
whistle
And
and
it
you
goes-
weren't sure?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. It goes
Wasn't
back to what I
sure.
was saying last week, that when you play
Inconsistency,
Liverpool,
innit?
the refs just know the refs.
Oh,
are
come on,
Let's just be
man.
real.
Oh,
Let's
my
go.
I actually believe in that
Yeah,
conspiracy
yeah,
theory.
yeah.
I swear down,
Too
I
much
just-
right now,
It's 'cause
man.
when I said it last
No,
week,
but think about it, bro. Why not let it go in and then
then
check
check
it
VAR.
after?
Then
check
Why?
VAR.
Isn't that what VAR's
You know
for?
what it is?
I'm so
you know what it is?
confused.
As an Arsenal fan, I don't like to focus on the refs, innit? Like we
It's
had
your
the
own fault.
opportunity to
Finish
win
the
the game.
game.
You know what I mean? But
don't want it.
either way, look, we're winning the league either way. You know what I mean?
I'd
It's
like to
just
think so,
all-
man.
it's-
But
by hook or by
injuries,
crook,
fam, I hope
we're
everyone's
getting, we're
fixing
getting
it.
that title.
Enough
When-
about
when-
Arsenal.
When
Right.
Odegaard comes back, it's long. That's
Enough
all I'm
about
gonna say.
Arsenal, Liverpool. Let's
should've been
move
a
on
goal
to
in it, but
United now. Yeah, Ten Hag's been sacked. So, being a United fan, I'm gonna go to you first.
R.I.P. still, man.
How do you feel about Ten Hag being sacked? Honestly, and do you think now you lot are in better standing with at least finishing top 4?
I feel like the shackles have come off. I feel free. I think yesterday emphasised that the players were playing free with a smile on their face. And like I said last time I was on here, Ten Hag had taken us as far as he could take us. And I think this Amarin guy, I don't know too much about him. He's got a bit of charisma. He's won a couple league titles. So I think get him in, give him some time to gel with the team and just, you know what I mean, let him do what he needs to do.
But
get us back on
Can
top.
I ask you a question though? Because I was saying this to one of my friends earlier. Yeah, it's like being a Man United fan yourself. Yeah, are you not happy that you've won 2 trophies in the space of 2 years, or do you want? Would you rather see win nothing, i.e. like Arsenal, and just keep progressing, progressing,
Why do we have to
progressing,
ask you
progressing?
I'm not
and
liking
then
it.
I
getting
can never say I wanna be
and
like-
getting to nowhere and continue finishing second.
No, definitely not.
So are you happy with him, the 2 trophies? Are you happy with I'd rather have been we've rebuilt the squad. There's actually a playing style. You know what?
Yeah.
We actually finished top 4 every year, and we're currently 2nd/3rd.
For me, football's about winning. So I think whilst our league form hasn't been great, I'm always going to take trophies over finishing runner-up. So I think, obviously it's not Champions League, it's not the Prem, but a trophy is a trophy at the end of the day. So I'm always going to take the trophies over
Fair enough.
being a runner-up.
Listen, I can't argue with that. Yeah, fair enough. I'm actually not gonna argue with that because at the end of the day, trophies is what we're here for, isn't it? So cool. But at the same time, yeah, like there's no entertainment when you watch Man United. It's just stress. It's just stress. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, getting Ten Hag was probably the best decision you guys have made. Like, I'm not gonna lie because that guy brought in these players. Do you understand? And I was looking at that Dallo chance, yeah. And I was like, damn, like, can you really blame this guy when the team is just this shit? But then I realized he's the one that brought them here. So at the end of the day, he's got to take the L, man.
responsibility,
He's
innit?
got to take the
But
L.
you see how Man United fans go that they're happy with their FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Do these men realize the club that they support? Like Man United, yeah, they're on par with Barcelona and Real Madrid, yeah. Like we can all agree, like in terms of stature and size. Do you think Barcelona and Real Madrid will be happy with like Copa del Rey?
Thank you very much.
Like this is
Thank you
generally
very
much.
like
true.
you're talking about these like Man United up there, one of these clubs. Like don't get me wrong, the league form's been bad. Obviously, if league form's bad, you're gonna get a trophy in it. But we're talking about Man United coming 8th. You know how crazy that is as someone who grew up in Man United winning trophy. And you see Man United come 8th, and then the year before, like 3rd in the League Cup, like for your first season. That's a good enough first season. But then when you win the League Cup, you're meant to build on it, like in the league the next season, innit? And obviously they came 8th and they got the FA Cup, and then obviously FA Cup against Man City. That's a flex, innit? Your nearest rivals. But Man United like having that disastrous league campaigns, and then getting a FA Cup and a League Cup, man. It's just like, and they're going on we got a trophy, we won a trophy, Arsenal didn't win a trophy. I'm just thinking like, yo, where's the shame, man?
But let me.
like you said, first season, third place,
First season,
and a
calm.
trophy.
Yeah,
Can't complain.
that's calm.
Second season, we had the most injuries in the league.
Yeah,
So
but-
we did.
They
We
did.
had
They
the
was
most
up there.
injuries in the league.
Okay,
So
would that have made a
that's
difference?
right.
Okay, but would it have made a difference? I'm asking, would that have made a
Chelsea
difference?
had injuries
Would it have made a difference?
No, he
Yeah.
had loads.
If the season
Reece
before
James,
we
Reece
finished,
James,
if the season before we finished third,
No, I think
then
it was
obviously
them.
you
See,
can
No,
see
no,
it took a
let
toll
me
on
finish,
them.
let me
It was them,
centre
but
back
I'm just
partnership
asking if
alone
would it have
was
made a
like
difference?
50.
We had like
Well,
8 man injured.
Based on evidence, like his first season we finished third, won a trophy. Second season, bare injuries, and we have a bad season.
I personally
But-
feel like they should have kept him.
I'd say
Yeah, I feel like they should have too.
No
They should have
way.
kept him.
I
No
can't
way.
way.
winning the FA Cup,
Yeah.
brought him some grace. We
Yeah.
thought, he's gonna start this season on
Yeah.
job, but obviously hasn't gone to plan.
Yeah.
So no, Man
Wait,
United
can
won
I
the
ask you a
EPL.
question?
exactly.
Can I ask you a
This
question?
is the thing
I
with
agree
Man
with you.
United, like obviously the trophies you won ain't good enough though. Because Man United, there's a level. Because bro, I've seen last year AC Milan came second and they sacked their manager, and you're
Yeah.
thinking like, raw, like he came second, didn't he?
I agree.
Over here, like
I just
we
feel,
feel a
I
different
just
way
feel
about
like
that.
a lot of people are speaking the moment, and I'm gonna say this: you being an Arsenal fan yourself, if you swapped the same thing and say for the last 5 years you won the FA Cup and the League Cup, and you was finishing 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th,
but-
would you still be happy?
No, but this is why it's irrelevant though.
No, I'm just asking.
you wouldn't be
would you
happy.
still
No,
be
but
happy? Would you still be
I
happy?
wouldn't be happy though, because
Why-
you see
why
Wenger-
wouldn't you be
Alright,
happy?
cool. You see Wenger, in his last like 5 years at Arsenal, he won like 3 FA Cups, bro, and he got us to a League Cup final, and we weren't happy. Most successful manager in our history, and we wanted them out because we wanted to challenge for the Premier League, get our first Champions League.
Champions League is not happening.
I shouldn't even say Champions League, innit? But we want to challenge for a league title, innit? So when Wenger was like getting FA Cups, like 16, 17, got the FA Cup, next year we got him out. It's just like, it comes to a time here where you're Arsenal Football Club, third biggest club, you got to be looking at the Premier League and the Champions League. FA Cups ain't going to cut it. And when you're a top 6 club here, unless you're Tottenham, innit? Like, you shouldn't be happy with an FA Cup
That's
and a League
why
Cup.
the
You
City
need to be
players were laughing
challenging
yesterday when
for like
they
Premier
came out
Leagues
of the
and
Carabao.
Exactly.
They didn't care.
Champions
They
League.
laughed.
Like, and the thing is, what I'll ask you is,
go
let's
on.
say let's say Ten Hag was at Liverpool and he produced the same result. You guys were in the same situation as Man United. Would you still want him to stay?
For the last 2 years.
Would you still want him to stay? Is that what I'm asking
I'll
you?
tell him
Would
keep
you
him.
be-
I'll say
would you be
keep him to
unhappy
the
with them sacking
Me
him?
personally, I'll say keep it to the end of the season.
Cool.
Because I feel like he's gonna
you
get
see
worse.
Liverpool,
That's real.
You've now hired a new manager to start in the international break in November to put his whole new playing style into a bunch of
It's not gonna work.
26
Bro,
players.
but
You
he's
can't
had
say that.
he's
I'm
had
not
so
gonna
long.
say
He's
that.
had so
I'm
long.
not
I'm
We've
not
seen
saying
so many
it's not
teams.
gonna work, but I'm
Yeah.
saying that the once it goes left, it's a problem.
But you
Of
do.
course.
Never
Once
okay.
you lose your
Talking
first two
Amarim
games,
out, Amarim
No,
out.
but
it's
you
a
do
problem.
know
For
why they had
example-
to do that.
No,
though.
but for
No, we
example,
had
like
to.
look at on slot right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once we start to lose, he is in trouble.
Yeah.
Because this great start we've had has been amazing. But when we start to drop points now and we're saying, you know, we've lost, God forbid, we lost to 4-1 to Bournemouth, we lost to 2-0 to Brentford, that's when the media is going to be on you. And I'm saying to myself, me personally, as a Man United fan, I would have been happy with the last 2 years ago. I'm not saying the league finish has been great.
You
I'm not
can't
saying
be.
the league finish has been great, but at the same time, he said it, football's about winning trophies.
Yeah.
That's the main
No,
sport
but
of it.
he did
at
say
the same
first
situation.
Season, for the first season under Ten Hag, you can be happy with. But the second season, you can't be happy with the second.
No,
Even
I'm
though you
not.
got
I'm not
FA Cup.
disputing that, but you
it's-
kind of got to look at it as well.
But
though.
then you can't, like, you see with what you said about Man United, you have to look at who they lost to. They lost to a West Ham side here who have been abysmal this year.
yeah, honestly, I hear it.
and that is a
What, to
sackable
a dodgy
offence.
penalty potentially.
No, but that's a sackable offence.
It's-
bro.
yeah,
You didn't-
I believe that.
I hear what
Japan
you're
was
saying,
dodgy.
but we can't keep making excuses.
You can't.
We've won one
I'm
in
not
it.
even making it. We won more time. You see a position you're in, it's better than what Arteta's been in. 'Cause for
how?
example, let me say one thing. Let me say one thing. Because look, 2 years they've won 2 trophies. 5 years you've won 1.
Yeah.
In the
Under.
reality of it,
Facts.
your manager's under pressure
yeah,
next
I don't know what
season.
the
He doesn't win
confidence
nothing.
is.
He's in trouble.
Would
Would
you
you
not
have
win
an
the league?
expectation to win The
But
Premier
win
League
what to
or
keep
the
getting
expectation?
second, bro.
Okay.
This
What I
is
would
the
say
thing.
is, yeah.
Obviously, the
okay,
pressure's where he needs a trophy.
But
bro.
cool, I understand that.
Arteta turn around, won the League Cup this season. Would that change how you view Arteta?
To potentially because he's won
100%.
something.
No, but- no, but
it's
yeah,
a
But
League
he's won.
Cup.
Yeah,
Would you-
I still,
100%.
he's won something. It's
No,
still
but
a
would you look
trophy,
at
bro.
89-point season and a League Cup as the same?
It's not the same thing in
Okay,
terms
okay.
of in terms of comparisons.
It's
but
significant.
in terms of the trophy and winning,
Significant.
it adds more to the club. No,
You see the first.
it's
the
another
first
trophy in the
season-
cabinet that you don't have.
The first season Arsenal transferred the title, we were not expected to be anywhere near a title that season. We expect most fans. If you ask me, start of 22, 23, would you want top 4? Get back in Champions League? I'd have said yes. I'd have bite your arm off for that. And then you're telling me I had a chance to go and challenge for a title and win a League Cup, FA Cup, and I can challenge for a title. Yeah, okay, you don't want to come second to anyone. That's just principles in life, innit? You don't want to be second best. But in terms of a fact that we are on a long league drought, and then you're telling me I can become near a Premier League champion, bro, I would have.
Amen.
Like, that's sad, you know.
Amen.
I
No.
don't know.
That's sad. Why is that sad?
Bro, it's sad.
Why is that sad? It depends on your objective.
Okay, but when you used to play football, when you used to play when you
Wanna
played
get
football in
goals, but
school
never get
and
there.
used to win and used to present.
Moving like the Israelites, you never got your
Bro,
promise.
I'll be real, it's sad.
Bro,
Bro, I can't remember Arsenal winning the Premier League, and you're telling me 22, 23, we can come near Premier League.
No, but hear
when
this
I'm
though.
expecting
Have to take
4th.
the
It's been
trophies
2
over.
years,
Nah,
bro.
second.
2 years where you
Okay,
come
have to
close.
take the
So
trophy.
now you need to win it.
Okay, but what are your objectives? Is what I'm asking.
and I'm
What
gonna
are
add
your
to the Man
objectives?
United- I'm gonna
You
add
can
to
have
the
the
Man
Man
United
but
point
never
that-
reaching
Yeah, no.
objectives. They're doing nothing.
But that's the thing. We're
It's been for
challenging
5
for
years,
it.
you know?
We're trying to get to those objectives. You know what I'm trying to
you're
say?
gonna try.
No. But listen. Remember, with City, you have to be perfect. You have to be perfect, bro. Let me finish 1 second. Look. Man United never, ever won. No, let me not say never, ever. But when Alex Ferguson was there, they never won a Premier League trophy. Yeah, with 90 points. They always finished below 90 points. Now you can't even win if you're not getting 90 points. You have to be near
'cause
perfect.
the standards has
exactly,
changed.
and
The
because of
Man
Manchester
City
City.
are just
Exactly,
unbeatable.
cool. They're that good. They're that
we're gonna
good.
say, 'cause
I'm not saying
you
that's the
bro.
reason why we shouldn't win or whatever. But I'm just saying that it's that much harder now. Do you understand? So we've got objectives to win those big trophies. We're not trying to get. How many times have we won the FA Cup? We won it so many times. We don't care.
Can't
but
turn
you
your
know
nose
what?
down.
It's
You're
not
taking
one.
your nose down.
No,
You're
it's
not
not
cheating.
fine.
You're not winning.
Yeah,
That's
we're
like-
trying to get a Premier
biggest trophy
League.
in
You guys
England.
need to look
That's
at
the
it
biggest
like-
trophy in
So
England.
you
It's
don't
not
win
in
until you
England
get
outside
there.
the
No,
Prem.
I'm not
Just
saying
saying.
that. But if you're happy with Conference League, cool, bro. I'm just saying.
But I'm saying, why can't you challenge for the
I'm
Premier League?
just saying at the end of the day.
You're saying that trophies are trophies.
Exactly.
Not
You
all
don't
of you
need
need
to
to do
start
start
this
with
with
the
that.
community
You
shield.
don't
You're
understand.
going,
It's
a trophy is a trophy.
No,
Not all
they
trophies
don't
are
get it 'cause
equal.
they're not
They're not
winners,
getting
bro.
it. Yeah,
Not
they're
all
not getting
trophies
it.
are equal though.
The difference is,
there's no
history
difference,
doesn't
though.
remember second place.
They-
History
They-
doesn't remember
Okay,
second
and I'm
place.
not-
History
you-
just remembers the
you-
Prem.
I like that.
Second place.
I like that.
It's true though.
I like
You think
that.
I'm celebrating second place
No,
1
but
year from
you
now?
should know. No one's
guys
gonna
have
remember that.
though.
No one's
Oh,
gonna
we're
remember that.
improving, we're
Yeah,
getting
we are
better.
improving.
No one's gonna
How
remember
many
that.
years is that
We
gonna
are
take, bro,
improving.
till you win it,
Bro,
bro?
we've had 2 seasons challenging for a
Then
league.
what you don't win
Like,
it
what,
this year, you're
2
gonna go
seasons
again
second?
and say we're
Ah,
improving.
In my
Bro,
opinion, you're not
you
even
might
better
as
than
well
what
grab
you
the
were
FA
last
Cup
year.
on the
So
way
what do you mean
there.
you're improving? You were better last year than you are now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No,
Last season was your most
You were better
dangerous.
last year than you are
Yeah.
now. You
Nah, I
started
think
the season
second.
better.
I think that's second half of the season because first half of last season we were not levels.
So you think the way you're playing now is better than you played in the previous 2 seasons?
No,
The way we're playing now is equivalent to the first half of last season.
I don't know, you know.
Because
I
first
think
half
you were
of
top
last
of the
season,
league.
first half of last
Yeah,
season,
you were
now
top of the
we've
league,
got
bro.
similar
Yeah,
level
but
of
no,
points.
towards
But
the
it's
end
not
of
about the points,
the
it's about
half,
the
we was
positions.
Positions, yeah.
It's
Now,
about
because
the
first half
positions.
of last season, we weren't good. We were shaky. We had Nketiah up front, you know. Like
Okay.
we had
What I'll add to that is, yeah, I think if this might not be like a good, statement to make, but I feel like now, yeah, Arteta's time. I feel like if he doesn't win it this season, we need to get like a more experienced
Running
manager.
out.
That's the only reason why I say that. The only reason why I say that,
But
yeah.
they were saying that Arteta was the chosen one.
No.
And now they're
I
saying-
thought he was as well, but all I'm saying is the reason why I think he might be premature right now because this is his first challenge. You know what I'm saying, and it's Arsenal. You get me? We need like a Mourinho or like a Klopp or something crazy. We need a big manager now to seal the deal. I feel like his decision making sometimes is 50-50 in it. That's my opinion in it.
But
Like,
as
that's
another
what I'll say.
Arsenal fan,
That's
yeah,
what I'll say.
my opinion on this is like Pep. The only managers to beat him to a league title, yeah, are Klopp, Conte, and Mourinho, innit? And then obviously we got Arteta, first job as a manager, and he's trying to beat Pep, and so that's someone he worked with. So I'm thinking he's done well to get us in this position, innit? Like for the rebuild, obviously in the squad, like he's done that well, innit? And when rival fans say, "Oh, he needs to win something," I hear that because he's done the rebuild. He can get credit for the rebuild. Arsenal are a sleeping giant. Arsenal are awake right now. So now, I do hear when they say, "Oh, we need to judge him on trophies now," innit? Because that's what everyone's gonna remember. So I hear it. Now is the time because it's the third season of you having a team that's capable of challenging for a league, as you've shown in the previous 2 seasons. So when they say, "Oh, okay, if you don't win something this year," I feel it. I feel it. Because this year, I'm saying, this, look, we're winning the league, we're winning the League Cup, and that's what I'm saying. That's my predictions for the season with Arsenal. Win the League Cup.
All right,
100%.
cool.
I don't think so.
So
Arsenal for the league.
that was a really
100%.
good discussion, but we also need to move on to Ballon d'Or. I'm gonna ask you lot: do you think Rodri deserved it? And if not, who do you think deserved to win that Ballon d'Or this year?
CDM should not be winning my Ballon d'Or.
So who do you think should have won it?
Vinny has to win that.
Okay.
Champions League, La Liga, lit up both of those stages.
Yeah.
Fair enough, international form wasn't great, but he's won 2 of the biggest trophies he can win, and he led his team there.
Rodri went 75 games unbeaten, you know.
Rodri wasn't even the best player in Man City's team.
You know that, right?
Bro, he's the most consistent. He's the most consistent footballer in the world. He's the most consistent. He's the best midfielder in the world.
You know,
he's the most consistent, and he performs on international level
every
as
single
well.
time.
Let me ask you a
No,
question.
bro, you can't tell me that he didn't deserve
can't
it, man.
dispute
Is
that.
it,
You
is
can't
it
even
easier?
dispute
Is
it.
it
You can't
easier
tell me
to
they
be the
deserve
most
it.
consistent footballer in the world playing CDM than it is to be a left wing?
Fair
You know
enough.
how
I'm
hard
not saying,
CDM
bro, but
is so hard.
DMs are
CDM
mad
is so hard.
underrated. Even in history, it will tell you. Makelele
CDM,
was rated highly. He was underrated. I'm telling you now. Listen, you need to understand. Yeah, cool. That Ballon d'Or is about people liking you as well. Do you understand? And a lot of people don't like Vinny because of his temper tantrums and all of that stuff. after the loss to
When he's being
Barcelona,
racially abused.
that's true. But sometimes he hides under that. And what I'll tell you that is cool. After the Barcelona game, what's it called? After they lost, him and Gavi had a little exchange, and he said, "Yeah, you guys can take this. I'm gonna win the Ballon d'Or anyway." Who like? Do you know what I'm trying to say? That there's no sportsmanship. Do you understand? So journalists don't like him because of his attitude already. He's not liked by a lot of people.
Bro, you know about that.
I'm not saying he
attitude,
didn't deserve it. I'm not saying because at the end of the day, Rodri's the best player in his position. Vinny is too at the moment. But all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it's who likes you with the Ballon d'Or as well. And he's got the stats to prove it as well, and the accolades to prove it. I don't see why he shouldn't win it, in my opinion. I genuinely
I'll
don't.
touch on that as well, yes. If you look at this year, Vinicius is the best left wing in the world. Cool. Rodri's one of the best CDMs of all time. That's the difference.
Literally.
We've never seen
He's
a CDM
generational.
score
I don't
that
think
many
Vinny's
goals in a
generational
season.
yet.
In clutch moments as well.
I don't
Outside
think
of
he's
the box.
generational yet.
Generation.
But
Can we
do you
talk
know-
about some of the CDMs that have
Yeah,
been
he's
and
in-
gone?
he's
Is
in
he,
that-
course.
he's in
is
that
he on
bracket.
par with Busquets?
Of
He's
course.
in that bracket.
Yeah, he is.
He's in that
He
bracket.
definitely is.
Ability-wise, he's on par
He's
with
110%
Busquets.
he is.
He's a lot stronger than
110%.
Busquets. He's got a better long shot.
100%.
He's got a better long shot than Busquets.
He does
He's
what
still
he
very
needs
good
to
at
do.
Are you
passing
saying
because
he
he
does
plays
what he
Rodri.
needs to
better than
do.
Sergio
Bro, he's
Busquets?
got
I'm
so
not saying
many-
he's better than
He
him.
wouldn't say he's better,
But
but he's
think
in the
about who was
bracket,
playing
bro.
around the
Different
time of
elements,
He's
innit?
Busquets.
got different elements.
Think about who was
but
playing.
He's one of the best CDMs.
Exactly.
of
Think
all
about
time.
has changed as
exactly.
well.
Think
Yeah,
about
it's
who was
evolved.
playing. Messi and Ronaldo were playing at that time. How are you gonna give it to Busquets and not them?
If my
It doesn't make
beautiful
sense.
game,
Bro,
yeah,
it doesn't make
Are you
sense.
gonna
Give him the
compare
Ballon
Vinny
d'Or.
to Messi and Ronaldo?
You're not going to do that.
Bro,
We can't even compare
can I
Vinny. We
speak?
can't
Can I
compare
speak?
Vinny to
Compare
Neymar.
Vinny to
Them guys been speaking about Ballon d'Or, innit? Let me just put it out there with the Ballon d'Or, yeah. You know when there's no clear-cut winner, like when Benzema won it. This is what's going to happen, though. There's always going to be a controversy. This person should have won it. This person should have won it. This person should have won it. And we didn't have anyone last year have that Benzema year where it's like, okay,
Amen.
cool. This guy, unanimous vote,
Amen.
Ballon d'Or.
Literally.
Not up for discussion. He's simply done
Literally.
everything there is.
Agreed.
Ticked every single box.
Yeah.
Had the whole, like, all the performances, all the statements, like, to win it. So we didn't have that last season.
We didn't.
So it's always going to be up in the air. And then what I do like is, because we didn't have, like, a clear-cut winner, a CDM got recognised. Because you don't ever really see that ever.
Yeah.
Because
Let me
it's
ask you
always,
something.
attacking
Agreed.
bias exists.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I hear it, but let me
It's
ask
a
you
mad
something.
bias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mad
If you
bias.
take last season, if you take Rodri out of that team for the season, the Man City not still win the Premier League. But if you take out Haaland, they don't win that Premier League.
Yeah, but you know you can take
No,
out Vinny.
no,
wait, hold on.
Rodri's out the team
No, but
now,
hold
but
on,
still
hold
top
on.
of the
No,
league.
no,
Listen,
They're
But
still
the
top of
difference
league.
is
You
he
said
won.
that.
He
You
won.
said
He
Vinny
won
out
on
of
it.
Real Madrid. They're not
No,
doing
but
what
you know what
they're
you said
doing.
that Vinny was missing for a third of the last season, and he was
that's
still
true.
unbeaten.
Bellingham
when he-
filled in.
Literally.
Bellingham filled in.
Literally.
He
Third.
goals.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
Bellingham
10
Bellingham
games.
went on a run.
10
That's when
games.
Bellingham went on that run. Remember?
What, did he miss crunch time? He didn't miss crunch time.
He didn't miss crunch time, but he missed a
Ballon
big
d'Or is for
part
the
of the
whole
league.
season, and like he said, like he said,
Up until
Rodri
March.
is one of the most consistent players from the start of the season to the end. And we're also forgetting, that the international weight is so much higher when there's a Euros or World Cup.
He came off in the final. No one noticed.
No, wait. Let me.
No
let
one
me-
noticed.
What are you talking about? He won literally player of the tournament.
Player of the
didn't he?
tournament.
I don't think it was.
Do you know what? Yeah. On top of
You
that,
think he was the best player of the years?
Bro,
He was out there
if he wasn't in that
He wasn't
Spanish
best
team,
player of the
things
year.
wouldn't have gone that way. I'm telling you
you.
from now, bro.
Spain did have
Rodri is
depth,
different,
though.
bro. I'm
They did have
telling
depth.
you.
Spain has a lot of depth.
You're
So
taking
Spain
Rodri's
needs
cold.
to
tournament
come
in
on
the
and do a
final,
job.
But I do hear his point though. It's like it does look bad from the outside looking in that a defensive player has won the biggest.
But he's not
individual
just a
trophy.
normal
There's
defensive
nothing
player.
wrong
with that.
He
No,
won.
there's nothing
How
wrong
many
with
goals
that.
did he score? How
Bro,
many
that's
assists
cool.
did he have
Growing
as a
up, yeah,
DM?
he had
As a
growing-
DM.
His stats were
Growing
close to Vinny's.
up, yeah, would you relate to the best player in the world being a defensive?
Yeah, but I
midfielder?
think
Maybe
that's
he's not.
what used
But
to.
we
No,
were
but
young
that-
back then,
yeah, but
though,
he's
innit?
not a
That's
normal
another
DM
thing.
though. That's what I'm
Change what I'm
trying
trying
to
to
say.
say. This is
He's
what
not
I'm
a
trying to
normal
say.
DM though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He scored more goals than some strikers.
Exactly.
That is true.
Man City
It's
are
true.
play-
But a
bro,
lot
bro,
of
playing
people.
as a
It's not about Man
How
City.
many times has he
It's
scored
not
a
about
goal
Man
from
City.
outside of the box in crunch time?
That's
Clutch.
Thank you.
Because
Thank
Man
What are you
you.
talking
But a lot
about?
of people,
He was
I
always
know,
doing
a
deep
lot of
block
people,
against him. He was
and
on the edge of the
myself
box half the time,
included.
bro.
I wanted Vinny to win. Don't get
Can I
twisted.
finish? A lot of people, including myself, we do fall into the old-fashioned mindset of the best player in the world is an attacking player,
Exactly.
attacking bias, getting like ridiculous goals in the CS that match their level of games and that kind of output. Like when you're growing up and we've seen like the Messi Ronaldo era, it's kind of like a shock and surprise that a DM has won such award because we're not used to giving DMs this much credit. Particularly, like you can make an argument if he's a systematic DM or not. Like some people say he is, some people say he's not. I think because he's so clutch, like you can't really just say he's a systematic DM.
You can't.
Because that's a disrespect, innit?
Yeah.
But a lot of people, including myself, like I'll still look at it and be like, individuals, best player in the world, I'll still relate it to an attacking player, innit?
Same.
That's fair enough.
Like,
I
you
understand
would.
the bias.
That's the
I understand the
facts.
bias, but that doesn't mean that that's correct. Just because
No, of course
that
it
was
don't.
the case then doesn't mean it's the case now. If you look at Rodri, this guy has performed for club and country. So you can't say he's a system player because look at Phil Foden, player of the year. He comes to England, he can't perform the same way.
Exactly.
Rodri can do it for Spain and he can do it for City. I said to Ken during the
Southgate
summer,
tax.
as soon as Spain started, playing Germany and they looked like they were going to win, I said, look, if Spain go on to win this tournament, Rodri's going to get the Ballon d'Or.
And
He
before
can vouch for me.
before Messi and Ronaldo,
He
era,
said he
didn't
doesn't want it to
Maldini
happen,
win it
but,
or
like,
something
come
like
on.
that?
Nah, it was.
Who was it? It was the defender won it.
Yeah,
Cannavaro.
Cannavaro.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Cannavaro.
But
won it.
he won a World Cup. That's a bit.
Cup.
If
La
Rodri won a
Liga.
World Cup, I think
La
there'd be
Liga.
less argument
That's
because
true.
you can't put World Cup and Euros on the same level.
That's
But it's
true.
not a World Cup year, though.
Exactly.
Exactly. So you can't put Euro. You can't be like, Euro
But
bias.
Euros
So you
are
feel like
bigger-
if
Euros
Vinny
is-
won the Copa
Champions
America,
League.
Copa
Yeah,
America,
if he
would've
won
been
that,
the
then
one.
there'll be
And
no
Euros is
dispute,
bigger
in
than
my
the Champions
opinion.
League, though. Euros is bigger than when Ronaldo won
Didn't
the
you
Euros. Was
you
everyone not
knocked
going
out City
crazy?
last year?
Yeah, but
Was it
that,
not real
wait,
good?
you can't compare
Yeah.
Ronaldo's
Yeah.
Ballon d'Ors.
Bro. How you have to think about it is
No,
yeah.
no, 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 we're not
Endrick has
comparing
the
Ronaldo's
same
goal.
goals as fucking as Vinicius on the
Yeah.
Brazilian team. Think about it. Think
Endrick
about
had the
that.
same goals as
But you know he was
Think
just,
about that.
Vinicius was suspended when he went out. By the way.
Whose fault is that?
No, but you can't. No, but he was suspended.
Fair enough.
but
Okay,
he was
cool,
suspended.
He didn't
cool.
put-
I'll give you that, yeah. But
That's Vinicius' personal problem.
all I'm saying is there, he had a good season. I'll give him
Yeah.
that, and he was second in my opinion.
Yeah, he was second.
Like Rodri's how old? He's what 28, 29. He's established himself. He's done it consistently year in year out. Like it's his time.
It's his time, bro.
it's his time.
Okay, but do you remember who Man City went out to in the quarterfinal?
Yeah,
On
Real
penalties,
Madrid.
Fair enough,
penalties,
fair
on
enough,
penalties,
fair enough.
on penalties.
And
Let me
Fair
tell you.
enough.
Who was involved in the goal for Real Madrid?
That's
What's
true.
them?
He has his clutch moments. I'm not gonna lie. As
And
I
then
said
he's
to you
got many
already,
clutch moments.
as I said to you already, I wanted Vinny to win it, but I can't argue that Rodri.
But you know
didn't
how
deserve it.
you know how subjective this award is. Like, when it looks at trophies and who did this, who did that. Are you really gonna have the Ballon d'Or winner edge it over someone who knocked him out the Champions
that's
League?
Well, I'd
true.
love to know
No,
the
no,
answer to
this
that,
is
but
not
we've
a
got to
normal-
wrap
That's
this.
true.
Okay. Wait.
Okay. I would love to continue this conversation because this was a good conversation today. I had to just
There
leave
were
it to you
points- there
lot
were
to
points
just
that needed to be made,
yeah,
but
I just had to leave it to you lot to just say your thing. But obviously, yeah, this brings us to the end of episode 6. Unfortunately, obviously, we'll just have you guys back next week. We'll continue the same conversation because you lot got a lot more to say. Yeah. But yeah, this brings us to the end of episode 6. Thanks for coming, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the bell button so that you're aware of the next episode. Thanks, guys.